Welcome to Still Moment Studio. Today I'm going to take you through one of 3 ways to make clouds. I'm going to use the exact same reference photo. The first way is going to just be dry paper and then layering shades of color on top of that. In the second video, I'll show how to do wet on wet, the exact same scene, and how that's going to change how the clouds look. And then the third video, part 3, will be a little variation on 2 and how to really sharpen that up. Thank you for joining me. Let's go ahead and get started on this first method. So first of all, I'm mapping in where I want the clouds, how I want that to look with a pencil, and then I'll build up my watercolor paint off on my palette. I want there to be a fairly large amount that I can go to. This is going to be the right pigment, the right shade. You can test it on a bit of paper towel before you go over to your paper. And then as I move across the paper, I want to keep that bead of pigment fresh and move that all the way across. And this helps so that I don't create overlapping lines on my sky. This is a fairly small sample. If I were working with a larger piece of paper, I might spritz the paper just a little bit so I can keep working across the space without creating overlapping lines, so it's a nice consistent color. Another way to prevent that is your type of brush. A squirrel brush would hold a lot more paint pigment as you're working across, and you don't have to refresh the brush quite as often. This is a sable brush, so I do need to go over and get more pigment fairly often as I work across this space. That's all I'm going to do to the blue. For the clouds, I'm using lamp black, very watered down, so that it creates a very soft gray with just a touch of cobalt blue. And then when I need a second value, I'll just add in more lamp black. And then for a third value, again, just some more lamp black with just a very small amount of cobalt blue, just to create a softness so my black isn't as stark. So for the first value of gray, I'll look at my reference photo and fill in all the places where it's either a soft gray into the darker grays, and I'll leave the white areas pure white. So just fill those in all the way across and then let that dry. And then that second layer of very soft lamp black, following the reference photo of where those are, still working with dry paper and layering the look that I want. And then I'll do a third value, and again, you're looking in the reference photo for those areas where it's a deeper value. And then that rich final fourth value. It's a fairly simple way to create clouds. And so don't forget to watch part 2 in this series, Wet on Wet, same clouds, same scene, different style. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.